everyone. I'm Samira.
Hello everyone, I'm Surekha, and this is our third episode on Choose to Challenge Celebrating Women's Day. Our topic for today is work-life balance. What does work-life balance mean? Maintaining the equilibrium between work and your personal life. For me, I've been fortunate that I've had a very supportive family who encourages me to reach my career goals. And hence, I have the responsibility to ensure that I meet all my personal family commitments as well. I have done this successfully with a 3-point mantra that I have made for myself. 1. Ensuring that I have a calendar planned in advance. This helps me prioritize my tasks and also makes me aware of the commitments that I have to meet in the next week. 2. Learn to prioritize and see what we think is important. For me, I ensure that I'm able to prioritize and make things easy based on the fact that what makes me happy. There were days when I had to attend to my son's social commitments at school or birthday parties, and there have also been days when I have attended client meetings on weekends. I always chose on what would make me happy at that point in time. And this mantra has really helped me because if I am happy, I perform the best. And finally, the last thing, every day before going to bed, I put down a checklist of things to do for the next day. This helps me get up with a fresh mind, knowing what has to be accomplished during the day, and also being energized and prepared to reach my goals. These are the 3 steps that I have followed in my life, and they've really helped me achieve the proper equilibrium of work-life balance.
Yeah, Surekha. So let me share with you something interesting about work-life balance, or rather how to balance your life and your work. I have started reading this really amazing book by this chap, David Allen. It's called Getting Things Done. And even though there is time management book by Stephen Covey, which is called First Things First, it's all about personal effectiveness, but I think that this is even more interesting. And he's very nice. He says that the human mind is all about creating. So keeping stuff in your human mind, trying to remember things like how you talked about making a list, how you talked about writing things down, that helps you just empty your mind so that your mind is clear and free for the next day. So he's actually had a very cool way to do it. He says, put everything down very simply. And of course, I encourage everyone to read this book. And there are 4 things that you can do. You can either do it, you can delegate it, you can defer it, which means do it later, or you can completely drop it. What he also says that if there's anything that you have to do and it takes a basic number of, say, 2 minutes maximum, try to do it immediately. Don't try to delay it. And in fact, that little 2-minute rule, when I started applying, I found it actually made my life so much easier and simpler, you know. It also helped me think about how important is it for me to actually do this 2-minute thing right now. So this is a book which I highly encourage everyone to read. Sorry, I'm plugging it a bit. But Getting Things Done is far more sophisticated in terms of the systems which he uses as a management consultant, whether it's work or home, and it really helps balance work and life. So that's my tip for the day, you can say.
Wow, Samira, that's really nice. I think I'm going to go and grab this book on Amazon and definitely buy it, and would definitely try to even follow the 4D process, if I could call it.
Yeah, 4D, that's it. Yeah.
Thank you everyone for watching us on this third episode. Looking forward to you sharing your stories on women who inspire you and how do you manage your work-life balance.